enjoy excellent money. Supersonics Money Transfer. Supersonics Money Transfer is giving you an unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October. Yes! From now till the end of October, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice when you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland with Supersonics Money Transfer. Amazing! So from now till the end of October, every time you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice. Only 100 bags available, so hurry now and be part of the 100 lucky winners in this special unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October with Supersonics Money Transfer. Enjoy our safe, fast, reliable and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia with charges starting from $0. Yes! Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. The unbeatable bonanza with Supersonics.
Viewers out there, welcome back to yet another episode of the Youth Bantaba Show, live and direct here on Gambian Talents TV with me, your host Aisa Tukuli. On today's Youth Bantaba Show, I have an amazing young person, but I will not just do anything, I will just leave him to introduce himself. Welcome to the Youth Bantaba Show, Basirou.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Finally, you are on my platform.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I know a whole lot of people will be happy seeing you on the Youth Bantaba Show today.
Yeah.
So, who is Basirou?
Basically, first of all, thank you so much for having me on Gambia Talent TV. Basically, who is Basirou? Basirou is a young Gambian diplomat and a motivational speaker also, who is a humanitarian again. And I am attending the Gambia University. And also I was studying in Bangladesh. In the domain of computer science and engineering. Basirou is a multi-talented young person. Yeah, in short, this is Basirou.
Okay, I know you have talked about your educational background, which is like from the University of the Gambia, you went to study in Bangladesh. Tell us more about your educational background from primary to senior and then university level.
All right, Basirou was a French student. I was attending the French school in Canifin. Then, so I was. That was a day I was sitting with one of my uncle. So then, you know, in those days, I was a timid guy.
Okay.
I was a very timid person because I was so.
You look like one.
Yeah. I was very timid, and then I was like looking myself as like inferior to other people because of as a result of them going to English school. In my family, I'm the only one who was learning French, and again when this happened, even to the extent of hiding my uniform because I was having that mindset that I'm a French student and like. My colleagues are going to English school, so whenever there is English program, for example, independent, and then also Commonwealth, you will see them with their beautiful uniforms. But me, as a French student, I was not having those privileges. So it was traumatizing me, which has led to the extent of me telling my parents that, look, I want to go to English school, which was a very tough decision because it went to an extent of being a dropout, but like I proved to my family that no, I am an educationist. Whatever I venture into, I must accomplish it, right. No matter who says or does what. So then I joined the St. Augustine Upper Basic School, which is known as Pajuf. So I was there. It was a very tough moment anyway because during my grade 7, I stood for I sat in the class for almost a term without going out for break because I was scared to speak vernacular. And then there was a time even I would like to speak certain things, but the whole class would be laughing, to the extent of my friends even telling me you cannot make it. My family members all were, you know, they were not sure whether like I could pass through the stage with somebody with no background of English. But like surprisingly, during my grade 7 first term, I beat the whole school. I got aggregate 7. The subsequent years I got 6, 6, 6. Then it was a surprise to everybody. Then I eventually become the head boy. Then from there I proceeded to Gambia Senior Secondary School, which is known as Gambia High. I was there in the domain of science, pure science. So I represented my school there also to different competition. For example, the Funda Science and Maths quiz competition, which we also bring laurels to the school. And again, I win a lot of awards there also because I was given like the most fluent, like fluency in English, and then the best chemistry student. And like other, the Francis de Gonja Award also, the best mathematics student, which I was granted to go and shopping in Timbuktu. So from there I proceeded to the University of the Gambia. Then I happened to get a scholarship, OIC scholarship. So I went to Bangladesh. So when I went there also, from there I was able to represent in the Gambia also in international platforms, and also win awards also, because like most of my awards I won it in like Asia, because from there you are a youth who is representing the Gambia. And like when I was coming back home also, I bring a lot of laurels. And notwithstanding, I was attending other professional courses in Bangladesh also. For example, Cisco networking, and then other professional development courses. Yeah, in short, this is my education background.
It has been a wonderful journey for you, indeed. So what will you tell to the young people out there, those that don't have the opportunity? Maybe they were like they are like Basirou when they were young. They don't have the opportunity to go to English school, you know, to at least showcase what they have, because it was a hidden talent in you. Now that you are here today, alhamdulillah. So what will you tell to those young people and their parents?
Basically I usually say nobody has it easy. Everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through. Everybody is fighting his or her own unique war. You can only do it for yourself without depending on like anybody. We are all humans, and then we know what we are good at, and let us be honest to ourselves. This is the bottom line of everything. Don't see Aissatou is doing something else, you also, okay, let me do that. Most of the Gambian youth are just, they don't have adequate career guidance. You understand? Eventually you will find yourself in a place where you will be just crying, and then with endless regrets, because you are not like on the right track. You are not been having good mentors, you know. And also what has helped me also, I was having people I was talking to, and again people who were coaching me, mentoring me, telling me, look, you can do it. Because I believe it depends in the environment in which you find yourself into. Because like if you are in an environment, for instance, people will not able to scout out your talents. It will be very difficult for you to say it. But like as somebody, your subconscious mind will tell you that, hey, I am good at this, I am good at that. Follow your conscience and be honest to yourself. And I will tell the youth that when you engage in your job, time stands still. You forget to eat, take break, or like even rest. What you are doing should interest you, fascinates you, and then should attract you. But the only thing is you have to differentiate between sentiments and the realities of life. For therefore you will surely discover yourself in a place where you want to be.
I think it is very, very important, like you having that talent in you and the willingness as well. A lot of young people here are not willing But if you have that motivation, like you said, having people talking to you always, you might get what you want in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so what motivated Basirou to start up the BJ Academy and also the CEO and founder of BJ Academy?
Yeah, basically, BJ Academy started when I was studying in Bangladesh. As I said, as I always said that somebody else scout out that wisdom in me. The guy told me that he was my classmate. He's a Sierra Leonean. The guy told me that Basirou, do you realize something in you? Whenever you speak, people do listen. And you know, I've been trying to gather pieces together because even way back when I was head boy in Paju, whenever I speak, people also listen. People get inspired and motivated. Like in any environment I went, people will try to push me in front. So which is so which was surprising to me anyway. Because
maybe they see the leadership quality in you. That's why. Yeah.
You know, for me, I'm somebody who is so straightforward and then truthful. I don't tell people what I'm not going to do, and also I don't advise people based on like the relationship we have. No, I will tell you direct. Even like my mom, I usually tell him, look, mom, this is wrong, this is right. Go for this. So whenever I speak there, so people get inspired anyway, and then I was writing quotes. Because I usually, as a motivational speaker, you have to empathize with people by like putting yourself in their own imagination.
Right.
Therefore, you will able to inspire them and then change them to the right path. So then the man told me that please start doing motivational speaking, because there are lots of people in society. They will like to speak, but they don't know how to speak. Understand? And then also, there are certain things also which you have, which was like to the extent of healing the like souls which were hurt. That's my main. You know, I always accounted myself in the actions I usually do. So I said, okay, I would like to create an academy. Initially, I was on my own, right? So the first video I
released.
Yeah, it was like life belongs to the strong and the courageous, who are not reluctant to shoulder any effort which might come their ways. So that video went viral, and then everybody appreciated it. Even people who were not even Gambian. It went to the international media, and then it went viral. So from there, I told myself that, yeah, this will go a long way towards helping people. And when I returned back to the Gambia, I met some of the poets, and then from different background. So I like built it in a way that I say, okay, I'll not only focus on one background. So I gather people from different backgrounds of life. In BJ Academy, you have journalists there. In BJ Academy, you have entrepreneurs. In BJ Academy, you have like nurses. You have human rights activists. You have other aspect of even like we have Islamic scholars there. So these are the domains of life. So if you want to bring everybody to our if you want to bring everybody to our own like platform, we have to, and then to include everybody, we have to tap from different domains of life to know that what they are going through, like the things which usually hurt them, things when you're normal in society, we try and advocate the right way. And like alhamdulillah, we have the first video we released when we were in the Gambia. It was leaders, and followed by depression. We also have women, the right job for you, and the last video which we released was about like do not judge people. And recently we introduced the Children Hub of BJ Academy, which they have recorded their I Am an African Child already, and the video will be out very soon.
Amazing. So, what are some of the challenges that you face as an institution?
All right, some of the challenges, you know, BJ Academy, everybody is busy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
At times, we will have difficulties, like
Gathering.
yeah, gathering together, even going to the studio and record is a problem because everybody has his or her own like activity. So now the solution that we usually do is like anytime you're free, you go to the studio and record. Yeah. So they're all like excellent anyway. They don't like we don't I can say we don't practice. We just go to the studio and then we you know, as an institution or like as a group, you have to understand each other.
Right.
It has to be a like cycling tool, right? The way you're talking, I should follow that rhythm to talk. You understand? And then as a motivational speaker, you have to like live in the mind of people. Like you should not just talk for the sake of talking. You have to feel it first,
right? Because
you are trying to remove out your emotion and put it and put it in somebody's emotion. So obviously, this is one of the challenge, and also the other challenge, which is finance. We're not having any sponsors from anybody. Anyway, the reason why like we are doing that is because we want to fight for ourselves. It is self-finance.
Okay.
We usually contribute and then do like our activities. At times we might have help from just one individual. That's okay. But like the reason why we don't want to like stand out is because of we want to make it first, then we move out and then seek other help. But like it was a challenge anyway, because in life you have to set a target. I must do this first before anybody help me. So we want to prove it to the people that we can do it and we are here, so that when we go out, they will not say, BJ Academy, no, they are good. Right. So this was the reason why we were not like stretching our hands to demand for external help. But anyway, the Lord Mayor of Banjul usually help us also, and we are very grateful about that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And what normally do BJ Academy write when it comes to like inspirational pieces? And so far so good. What piece have you written that make a breakthrough to you, that you have worldwide recognition? Because at the end of the day, Basir, whenever you release a piece out there, people are like, you know, he can do what he does. So what is that write-up or that piece?
All right, the first like the video which has like touched the hearts of people, mostly was the time when we released women maltreatment. Anyway, all the videos are excellent anyway, because the way we usually, and then the concept we like usually compile it with, it is usually like something which is touching. Because as a motivational speaker, you have to dig what the people are going through. You understand? As I said earlier on, some people have been oppressed. They don't have people to talk on their behalf. Some souls have been like hurt several times. So you, as a motivational speaker, as BJ Academy, we are here to inspire, like motivate and inspire all generations. Because whether you are a children, whether whether you are a child, whether you are an elderly person, it doesn't matter. We will put it in a way that it will fit all age brackets. And so like that's why the women it went viral. Men maltreatment, and also especially the right job for you. That one was excellent. Because many people are like they find themselves in a job where they're not happy. They have been exploited, so they don't want to they don't know. That's the only thing. You understand? At times in the Gambia we are afraid of change or try something else different.
Right.
Because we are always, our subconscious mind always tells us that, hey, if you leave this job or like if you leave this situation, you will lose it. But having the knowledge does not depend only in the classroom.
Right.
You have to go extra miles to read. And what I usually say is, don't limit yourself to the area in which you depend. Be current.
Right.
What is happening in the world? What is happening around you? But it is very sad in the Gambia, even for people to watch news is a problem. To yourself, to other young people who are outside, they read, they write, but like again, do not write for the sake of writing. You know, writing is a feeling.
Right.
You understand? So people, they enjoy. If you are a good writer, you have to, you know, like anyway, I never did literature. I was a pure science student.
Okay.
And this usually give surprise to like many people. I was doing pure science, but my friends usually tell me, boy, yo, musulo def literature, why you are good at writing? I usually tell them, I love writing. You understand? If I have something which pains me, I will just take a pen, write about it. And I usually make research a lot. Because as a young man, remember always, the out there, the world is not friendly. So for you to be fully equipped, you have to be resourceful, you have to be knowledgeable. And through that, you can only do it by reading and writing. No issues. But you cannot talk without having any information or any as we usually say in the on the social media, people just speak for the sake of speaking. People just analyze for the sake of analyzing without having background information, without making any research. The issue is, if they tell you, okay, that door, the paint is white, right? As a youth, you have to think, okay, why that door was painted white? So that if you are asked the question, you will not be saying, oh, I don't know, or like you are giving other excuses.
Right.
Always make research. We need, Gambians are very talented, especially the young people. Whenever they go outside, they are being cherished.
Right.
They usually like celebrate you. So the only issue is read and write, make research, discover your potential. That's it. But if you want to depend on these elderly people telling you, hey, you're the halenga, that's not it. Start. The future starts now. Always don't have in mind that you are the future, you are the future. No. The past has passed. The present is today.
Right.
And the present, which will make you to have a better future. But you cannot like castle, like you cannot build a castle in the wind. And I usually say that a boat does not know who the leader is. When it turns over, everybody gets wet.
Right. That's so true.
So everybody has to be come together, read and write. And like one thing also in the Gambia, the sector in which we should we should equip ourselves most, that's a sector the Gambian people are neglecting, which is education. Like looking at the budget also, it is usually minimal compared to, because a country cannot go without education. Comparing ourselves to other countries, students are respected, the education needs are respected, but here in the Gambia, we focus ourselves most on politics. And politics cannot go without education.
Right.
Because politics itself is a discipline in education. So obviously, if we neglect that part, I will say Gambia, our future will be very hard.
Looking at our the youthful population, I think we constitute 67% of the country's population, which is a huge amount. And also looking at the national budget, we have the lowest budget, the Ministry of Youth and Sport. And that budget, half of it is already gone to the sports. And then who are they empowering if they say that they are empowering youths? That's a question mark that we the youths have always been asking the government of the Gambia when it comes to like empowering people. You cannot empower young people without investing in them.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think certain things need to be reviewed. You know, at the end of the day, the youth of this country, look at Ghana, for example. You look at Rwanda, for example. Those people are moving because of their young people.
That's right.
So if they try to neglect young people, and where will the Gambia go? And they said that, okay, fine, Gambia, what na dem? Nakala mo dem without involving the young people and also investing into the business or the affairs of young people.
It is like very sad. That's why I will say, and I will keep saying this, the youth of the Gambian people, they need to be independent.
Right.
And not relying on anybody. You understand? We always say we need youth empowerment, blah, 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 blah. We need jobs. I keep saying, fine, we need jobs, but we need quality jobs, which will make the youth to be like, to sustain themselves. But again, also we have to equip ourselves so that they like, so that we will be respected. But obviously, we cannot be jumping, flying, without having what like what is required or like what is expected of us. We also have to be having, like, always put that in mind, that for us to go, we must equip ourselves and fight the battle. Yeah.
Well, viewers, it's still the Youth Bantaba show on Gambian Talents TV with me, your host, Aisa Tuko. Like I always tell, that the youth of this country constitutes the 67% of the country's population. We need to be empowered. We need to be given the opportunity. I can remember months ago, the vice president was like, the youth of this country are lazy. And, you know, because of what? Offloading and unloading when it comes to rice, back of rice and stuff, which makes a whole lot of chaos, because at the end, a whole lot of young people started attacking her. The number 2 citizen of this country saying those stuffs, it's not really encouraging. So what's your reaction to that?
All right. My reaction to her statement, anyway, that is her own opinion.
Right.
Anyway, but to my own perspective, I don't believe the youth of the Gambia are lazy. Frankly speaking, I don't believe in such. Okay, if you look at the way the Gambia is going, we put ourselves, or we submit ourselves to foreign nationals. If you look at the business, it's dominated by the foreigners. If you look at the other sectors, it is dominated by foreigners. You understand? We, the Gambians are not lazy, especially the youth. They always yearn for progress. I will tell you a story. Do you know how many people usually graduate from outside with their degree, come back home, they will not have a job?
Right, it's many.
It is very, 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 very sad. And those people, when they go outside, they will benefit the other parts of the world. That is already a brain drain to the country. Having youthful, talented people going outside, making it. Look at the Bagwe people. When they were here, they cannot realize their full potential. But like most of them are doing wonders in the diaspora.
Right.
Some are playing in the leagues. Some are engaged in other sports. Some are even teaching. While when they were in the Gambia, they were not given the opportunity or the platform to do it.
Right.
The youths give them the platform, they will deliver. But having the mindset of that, only one person, I give one person to do this, the person has done blunders. That is not an excuse.
Right.
You cannot, like, one does all pay. No, that's a wrong perception. Treat everybody equally and treat And also, like, if you look at the trend in which the coronavirus, like in which we were fighting the coronavirus in Banjul, especially the youth. First of all, the NECOF was to like host in Banjul.
Yeah.
But due to the coronavirus, it was postponed.
Right.
So the mayor of Banjul, Rohim Malikulo, invited all the stakeholders and all the civil society and all like the local committee. So she called us in her office and then to tell us that she wanted us to cancel or postpone the event due to the coronavirus threat. So from there, she asked us, what can we do as a body? So for me, I was very concerned with the coronavirus. I was even part of the first people in the Gambia who was even giving out updates of coronavirus, because I usually post it on my status and other platforms, and people get interested, and people usually even watch my status, view my status rather, because to gather information. So from there, we told the mayor that we want a huge and a massive sensitization about the coronavirus. So from there, we were asked to write a project proposal. So I was the one who wrote the project proposal with the help of our other committee members. So we presented it and it was approved. Then we have a mass sensitization. From there, other projects also came. We distributed sanitary tanks and also face masks, sanitizers, even also we were working with the council smoothly to the extent of even them coming out with Banyu Relief Initiative, which was the food bank. And it was a noble idea from the Banyu City Council under the leadership of Rohim Malikulo. Then from there also we volunteered to help out, and before that even we helped the the relief initiative was it was first launched. Then the government food bank also came in. Then we have to like take a break, then wait for the government to distribute theirs. So from there we also helped the government, the youth of Banjul helped the government to even conducting a survey, which was which the Banjul City Council assigned us to do, to know different households in Banjul, and also that will also facilitate our distribution. So from there we take that data, send it to the government through the NDMA, and again the food bank was given to the council, and then it was later handed over to the civil society organization and the youth of Banjul. It was well distributed, and alhamdulillah, till now we are fighting to combat the coronavirus.
And we are hopeful soon there will be vaccine so that we will all go back to our normal life.
Yeah, anyway,
to
it is honest, very stressful.
It's frustrating and stressful as well. So speaking of being among the few young people in Banjul, helping the council to distribute sanitary materials and other stuff, how was it like during the pandemic? When we talk about the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, it's like it transferred from one person to another. So your safety also matters a lot. So how was it like, and how was the feeling like?
Yeah, anyway, this was let's say global fear, right? But also we thought it wise that okay, if we fold our hands, who will help the community? There must be people who will take the risk to go out and help the community. If we all folded our hands, then obviously it will get to the worst.
Right.
All right. So among us, we were having the Banjul Red Cross. Also, they were the one advising us to how to protect ourselves, and also they were even part of us and part of the committees.
The likes of Isa.
the likes of Isa Ndoye, the likes of Mariama Kamara Maru, and then we also uploaded like their chairman also, who is Jahate.
Yeah.
He's really doing a noble job. And also, yeah, I can say when it comes to coronavirus, I can say Banjul has the best reactive measures.
That's true.
Yes, because the council leaded the process and everybody comes over. Every time activity. And also the Rafela, the Gambia National Chapter, with like the locally elected women in the Gambia. So we are taking caution also to prevent ourselves not to take the virus and giving it back to the community and take it to our respective homes. We are taking our measures. We are also following the WHO guidelines and the Ministry of Health protocols also. So with that, we were able, alhamdulillah, none of us contracted the virus, those who were fighting. And we are thankful to the Almighty also. We executed the process. And even to the extent of other countries and other regions, even wanted to emulate our activity. Because we were the one to first went out to public and started fighting the virus. Even to the extent of my colleagues in other parts of the like other parts of the world, like for example, if you see Burundi, they were even asking me a project proposal for them to work with their council also to do the same thing.
This is great. Yeah. And what's your relationship with the Lord Mayoress of Banjul? Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
It's like Basirou is so close to the Lord Mayoress of Banjul.
All right. Anyway, these are common question I've been receiving from different people. Anyway.
Right.
The Lord of Mayor of Banjul, she's my mom. Anyway, she has been a good mother to me, and that's it. Yeah.
If you say mom, are we talking about your biological mom, or she's like a mother figure to you?
All right. She's my adopted mother.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't.
Now,
I don't know.
Now their questions have been answered.
The issue is like I don't want to here you have to I don't want to go much details into that aspect. Yeah, family affairs, because anyway she's a good mother, and she's my role model anyway. Yes, in short, I know many people right now will be wondering, wow, no wonder why this and that. I always have that question. Is Rohim Malik Loy your mother? Yeah, she's my mom. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. And what is your reaction to people who said the Lord Mayoress is using you, Basirou, because you have a whole lot of followers? Young people always listen to you whenever you talk, to have a backup when it comes to like supporting her in her political agenda. So what's your reaction to that?
All right, to that,
because you know why? Politicians have been using young people
to
get into office, and if they did, they tend to neglect us.
That's right.
Yeah. So
my answer to that is for people don't know anyway, and Rahim Maliklo, we have a family relationship outside politics.
Okay.
You understand? She's my mom, and anyway, the love between a son
and a mother.
Nobody can get in between that thing.
Right.
Even if she's using me, it's her right to use me, because there is beyond like boundaries, because it's a family relationship. I guess any son will do it for his mother. You understand? So those people talking, they don't know.
Let them keep on talking.
Let them keep on talking. They just like one thing, the international know me more than the Gambian. You understand? Because I was somebody who is always traveling outside, going. So recently, though people were following me, but not to this extent of Gambian, being interested in like whatever I do. So people said she's using me. It's kind of funny to me.
Really?
So like, what do they expect? That's the question I will throw back to them. If you have your mom, what will you do? If she's in politics, what will you do? And then the one thing I love about her, she differentiates between her own job and our own goals.
Okay.
She does not involve us in her politics. She's UDP, right?
Is Basirou also UDP?
No, I'm not. I'm not UDP.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And like, even there are other party members, like let's say other political parties who have reached out to like even me being in their party.
But after all, Rohimadito is your mom, so what do they expect?
So like the issue is like even like whenever she's like going to the bureau, to the
normal activity.
Yes, UDP bureau. She usually drop me at our junction, then I go to the house. Simple. She has differentiated her job and our family relationship. If she wanted, I will be UDP militant by and force. But she has respected my opinion, my aspirations. So unlike any other person, like any youth who is working with her, my other friends, and like even the Banyu Youth Committee, and then the youths who are even working with her, she has never discussed political with them. Even at times, people keep asking, is she UDP or not? You understand? Because she does not work with people for the sake of partisan politics. She works with them for the interests of the community. That's it. But she has never mentioned not for your own self. Because as a leader, is a leader who is ready to think, feel, and act on behalf of everybody. If you have this kind of three things, then you are a leader. Because you cannot just be a leader for the sake of the position. As I always say, the sense of purpose should be much more important than the sense of identity. All right? She's working fine. Despite all the critics, despite all the fights, she's turning a deaf ear to all those things, because I usually tell her that a tree which is ripe will never be free from stone. And that is everywhere. If the prophet was criticized, having the most like trying times, then no human being will escape from the words of critics, from the words of insult. But her activity with Talib, according to my own perspective, I would say no to that, because she is very hardworking. At times she will get home around 8 p.m. as of yesterday, home around 9. She usually be at the council working from 8 to 9 p.m. Right? So just like, you know, politics is anyway.
You know, it's like I know how to pull that thing.
Yeah,
from me, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's right.
Well, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
And my viewers also know.
Alright.
So, how did you see the president's appointment of Bakary Badji as the new youth and sport minister, and what are your expectations from Bakary?
Yeah, the new appointment of the new Minister of Youth and Sport is very amazing. Bakary has been a vibrant youth, and also everybody appreciated this this appointment.
I think for the first time in the history of President Barrow's legacy, people accepted or were in line with him when it comes to this appointment.
Yeah. Anyway, we are all telling him that to work towards the expectation and the aspirations of the youth. because there are a lot of things that that the youth are crying for.
Right.
Let him, whenever decision he's taking, let him involve the youth and also empower the National Youth Council.
It is a body that
Yes.
needs to be empowered.
They
That
should be
needs full
empowered.
support.
The ministry should be youth and sport. It is not Ministry of Sport. The youth also have to see themselves in it, have to enjoy all the privileges, have to be respected. And I'm sure Bakari is a genuine young man. And
Who
also,
knows a lot when it comes to youth matters. Yeah.
And I'm hopeful that he will deliver very well.
We are all hopeful that he will definitely deliver, as you know, we don't have much expectations, but also it is high.
That's
yes,
right.
because like you cannot be in the position of youth matters. You tend to neglect a whole lot of things when it comes to youth activities. So how do you see the independence of the National Youth Council? You know, we have recently seen the dismissal of the executive director.
And again, you're not independent. Your hands are tied off. You cannot be independent to do anything. At times, people will be having peaceful protests. Even they'll be fine in a funny situation to God because they are political appointees.
Right.
All right? If they will have it in mind, if I go there, I might be sacked. But anyway, what I will tell those manning those positions, these are conflicting interests. What will benefit you and what will benefit the youth of the Gambia. So if that's depend on you, if the development of the youth of the Gambia, that's what you are aftering for, be neutral,
Right.
and fight for the youth. But if you know that you are there for your personal interest, then that's it. Because as a leader, if you are fighting for yourself, you are self-centered. If you are fighting for one or two people, you are creating a family. But if you are fighting for the whole mass, then you are fighting for the interests of the people. Yeah, that's my take.
I think it has been well diluted. So, on to our next question. Why was Basirou not writing during Jammeh's days? Is it that he was afraid or what?
All right. During Jammeh's regime, I was young anyway, and again, I was not I was writing because we were fighting for the let's say for our community, and like especially this past 2016 election, I and my best friend Suleiman, I would say that if to the extent of even being threatened, you understand? Yes, because we are people who are so you know, very strong-headed. I'm very, very, very strong-headed.
Really?
Yes.
With all this faith.
Anyway, because I believe in mind that if you know what you are saying, you shouldn't be afraid of whatever you are saying. Fighting for the right thing, you yourself will know that, hey, this I guess like I'm pretty sure there is like a swift improvement comparing 2016 and until now, because right now everybody is like interested in because politics is indispensable in our life, but partisan politics is another aspect. So people have to differentiate these two. We are political animals, human beings.
Right.
According to philosophers, we are political animals. The concept of politics is agreement and disagreement. So, and we all disagree to agree, even in our homes.
Right.
Right? Politics everywhere, even the religious leaders are doing politics, because you are selling out your people, like selling out your ideas for people to accept it. Anywhere is because you are selling out your agenda, right? Even politics happens in every institution, politics happens in everywhere, even at the level of the youth. Because if you are electing your youth chairman, you go on the election process, and that election process is politics. So people and the youth have to understand that there is a margin line between the partisan politics and politics. So it is very funny if like some of the people who are not much aware, telling you that, okay, you are asking question to the government, or you are praising the government, or you are doing this, they are telling you, hey, Basirou Jay politician. It's not about that. There's a difference between following and being holding accountable to your authorities, and being like involving yourself in partisan politics. There is a huge difference. The youth need to be aware. There is no stigma being attached to those like the youth, those youths involving themselves in partisan politics. Because we always tell ourselves we need change, we need youth who are leaders. Obviously, we cannot fold our hands. For me, I'm not interested in politics, but like those doing it, let them do it. You understand? For me, like education, mama gina luneka. Man, janga is my thing, right? But those doing politics, let them leave it, like leave them in peace, because it is their own thing. And if you don't have people, young people involved in politics, obviously we will never have a young leader.
That's so true.
Yes.
Yeah. And also we have seen, I think there was a time, that's around 2016, 2015, because I graduated 2015. So I was approached when it comes to this civil society organization where I said to don't you join me. So I was like, no, you guys are dealing with politics, so I don't want to deal with politics. They're like, Hana danga ragal. I'm like, it's not about being part of ragal. I don't think I have I am not seeing what I want as of now when it comes to like these civil society organizations. So someone was like, you're the family danga ragal, you understand? So 2016 election came. I was not that much into politics, but I have a very strong family background in Talending. They are so much into politics. So, but then I am always behind, you know, looking how they do their activities and all. So when I started getting myself involved in youth activities, I understand that it's not even to belong to a party. Like a young person can belong to a party if you want, right? But then holding leaders accountable, it's the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, they will use all type of words to rally behind you, to have that vote from you. At the end of the day, when they are in office, they tend to forget you or tend to, you know, neglect you or at all. So what we did was, I have an organization in Talending where we are overseen by our elders of Talending. So every time we have this consultation with them, you understand, to make sure we have the bond and also try to educate young people when it comes to like holding leaders accountable. I think it is very important, but at times people also see politics as a dirty game.
Yeah, obviously, even like philosophers, they define it as dirty. You understand? But like people should understand also what is civil society organization. Even at the UN level, CSOs are recognized, and they are democratic institutions. Whenever, like, as far as public policy is concerned, there are 6 democratic institutions: the executive, the legislative, the judiciary, the media. You understand? The civil society, right? So, and then the CSOs, the civil society. So, this institution cannot go without the one or without the other. They are called democratic institutions. Everybody has like their own interests to fight for. So, the CSOs are even recognized at the UN level. In every of their General Assembly meeting, they usually have youth or like civil society representatives. So Gambia, we don't understand the concept of civil society. But when you go outside, you will know that civil society organizations are very powerful in fighting for change. But Gambia, maybe also everybody want to be an activist, writing this social media account, blah 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 blah. That is not the thing. The thing is action. Do your actions. That's it. But like being writing behind your screen, sitting at home, blah 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 blah, will not help anything. The issue is come out. If you know that what you are fighting for, you mean it. Go for it. Why are you hiding behind or like being closed doors to fight for certain things? And also, for you to be an activist, you have to be truthfully anchored. Honesty. For you to be a civil society member, you have to be honest. Because judge people equally. There is no affiliation or sentimental attachment. Fight for what is right? Fine. If you are fight for what is wrong, fine. But I don't be behind screen and writing or saying I'm an activist, writing on the social media, insulting people, blah blah blah. That's not it. Insults is very unwarranted. You understand? So we shouldn't insult anybody. We can throw stones, fine, but let us not go to the extent of insulting people. It's just like telling person, like raping somebody.
Right.
If you see your sister or your mother being raped in front of you, how will you react? So also anything that you are doing, try and send it back or reflect it to others, like to other person. Obviously, then you will know how you feel. That's the same thing that person will feel. Yeah.
Viewers, we are still watching the Youth Bantaba show live and direct here on Gambian Talents TV, and with me, Aissatou Koli. I have Basirou Jay, the CEO of BJ Academic and also an award winner. We will talk about your award that you won few days ago. But before that, I know you said like you're not interested in politics, but maybe in the future. Are you interested to run for office to be a president maybe in the future? Who knows?
Oh my God.
Because you have the criteria.
Maybe it seems like you are representing people here. Most of the questions that you ask anyway, the public usually ask me certain questions and even tell me certain things.
Right.
For now, it is not in my mind. Anyway, let me learn. Let me learn first. Yeah, that's the only thing I have. I don't know what will happen in the future, but my mind now is not about I don't have it in mind being a president or whatsoever. But destiny, nobody can escape it. Yeah, those who are saying I have the criteria and stuff like that is their noble compliment, and I respect their views. But I will tell them that let's see what the future holds for us. We are young and we are still learning.
Right.
And let us pray for each other. Allah usually choose his leaders, and also whoever deserve it, may Allah help you through. Yeah, this is my answer. But as of now, I don't have any mind of becoming president or whatsoever, because this is very hectic.
It is
super hectic, because I usually see what the politicians usually go through. They cannot eat sleepless night, so it is not an easy task.
It is not.
Yeah.
People think that it is easy,
It is not
because
easy.
Because flight, then you are them meetings and all.
It is not
thinking
easy.
you are living a luxurious life, but it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have seen a week ago, you won the most influential youth in Africa. How is it like?
Yeah, I am very honored to be awarded as the most influential youth in Africa.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've been having awards, but I can say this is the most remarkable one for being awarded the most influential youth in Africa by the Young Diplomats of Africa. Anyway, we were nominated and 25 countries were selected. Out of that 25, I happened to be the winner of the award. They were looking for lots of criteria, I don't know, based on their own management anyway, and voting were also done. Okay. I thank Allah, the Almighty, that not only in the Gambia, but people outside the world appreciate most of the things I do. And I'm so grateful, and I always thank the Almighty that for making me to be the way I am today, and I'm very grateful, because being a human being, being a child, or being a young man, it's just like if you are lucky to have certain things, you have to thank the Almighty, because all these things is not about my my capacities or my capabilities. It's all going back to the Almighty, because as a young man, the only thing you can do is to try. We are all trying. Even there are people who even deserve this award more than me. You understand? Maybe I was just lucky to have it, but the issue is we are all trying. Let everybody try. Surely you will have what is what belongs to you. Yeah, but just folding your hands without trying, saying that yala bana, that's not the way. You have to try and get what you have to get.
So what's Basirou's final words or advice to the young people of the Gambia?
Yeah, my final words are once again, thank you so much for having me despite the tough questions. Because I was not expecting this. But I know the people out there send you the questions for you to ask me anyway. My advice to the youth of the Gambia and the globe as well, do not compare yourself with anyone.
Right.
Because you are unique. Everybody has his own issue, right? Because if you look at the world, leaders every leader once criticized the ruling of a leader. And those leaders now are leaders who were criticizing the past leaders. So the only thing is, as a young man, strive hard. Don't try, for you to be fully equipped, try a lot of things. Right. Don't let people to predict you that, okay, Aissatou did this, Aissatou did that, Aissatou did that. Let them not see the trend in which you are going. Believe in yourself and know that whosoever, you love yourself more than anybody. No matter how you love somebody, love yourself more than anybody. The only thing is, right, some say life is not fair. Others term it as being short and must be lived happily. But the reality is, life belongs to the courageous who never reluctant to shoulder any effort which might come their way. Because everybody will take life as to your own perception or the past experience in which you have. So there is it. But as a young man, please, do not wait for anybody. Go out there, find for what belongs to you, discover your potentials, upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself, upgrade yourself. The world is evolving. Learn, learn, and learn. Learning in any discipline in which you are, like in anything you find yourself. If you are a videographer, if you are a tailor, try and learn new things, innovations. The world is evolving. That's how you will be able to sustain yourself and being suit to the advanced world. But if you are a carpenter, making out furnitures from 1990s up to now, no advancement, no changes. Obviously, you will be making a lot of furnitures and you will not sell any of them. Because people need change with time. Innovations usually come. So try and match yourself with the way the world is evolving. Obviously, you will make it. And I will end with this: thoughts lead on to purpose. In anything that you do, thought will lead you on to purpose. Purpose will form habit, right? Habit decides character, and character fixes your destiny. So this is it. Always have in mind that I can do it, and you will surely do it. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, guys, you have heard it from the wise one. Some call you wise one. Someone says he's very wise.
I'm not wise.
I don't know, but that's what some said. Yes, it is the Youth Bantaba show, and I have my guest today was Basirou Jay from BJ Academic, and those are powerful words to young people of this country.